Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Jorge Cabrera.
And I'm Benny Nazai. Here is our top story tonight. Camillus police have issued an alert for a missing teen. 15-year-old Cheyenne Jones has been missing for over a month now. Police alerted the community that Jones may have either been traveling to Kentucky or California. She was last seen wearing a black hoodie with orange lettering, a black jacket, black pants, white Nike Air Jordans, and a white patterned bag. Police have asked that if anyone knows anything about Jones, please contact 911 or the New York State Police for missing persons.
An investigation is underway after a man traveling on an ATV fell through the ice into Lake Champlain. The incident took place on Monday afternoon. Emergency services responded to the call after being notified that a man had fallen through the ice several hundred feet offshore. First responders successfully brought the victim, 82-year-old Donald Jones, to shore after 30 to 45 minutes after the first reports. Jones was transported to Northwestern Medical Center in St. Albans, Vermont, where he will be treated for life-threatening injuries.
On Friday, Plattsburgh Association of Black Journalists is hosting their second annual Black Excellence Gala. To bring Women's History Month to an end, they are honoring women who tell a story. It will be a night of celebration, inspiration, and recognition. Tickets are $8 each, and the event starts at 7 p.m. in the Warren Ballroom at the Angel College Center.
Do you want the chance to win $1,500 in scholarship money? 4 students who show great qualities in leadership, respect, and those who have overcome adversities have this amazing opportunity. You must be a full-time student, be in your first 3 years of college, have at least a GPA of 2.0, and submit a resume to be eligible for this award. Those interested must complete the entire application form no later than April 10th to the Office of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion.
Well, I'm sure you've heard the Jack of all trades, but have you ever heard of Plattsburgh's Jack of all fades? PS News' Yvonne Davis went to downtown Plattsburgh to find out more.
Located on First Broad Street, Plattsburgh, New York, is the new barbershop called Jack of All Fades NYC Style Cuts. The 3 barbers, Patricio, Brian, and Holden, had worked hard to make this dream a reality. They started off cutting hair in their own home prior to opening up the shop.
I remember Brian telling me, yo, we gonna have a barbershop, It was just crazy. It took years, probably I can say 4 years.
Haircuts varies from as low as $15 to as high as $40 based on the cut style you want. They are open Tuesday to Saturday from 2 p.m. to 9 p.m. To make an appointment, you can contact them on their Instagram page or simply walk in. There's more improvements they are working on, one of which is getting their logo on the front of the store. They want everyone to feel at home and welcome when coming to the shop.
We want to provide a lot of confidence to people. People actually feel comfortable to sit in a chair, not to be scared to cut their hair. That is not about just a haircut. It's more about having a friend, because we're more than friends. We're brothers and sisters, so it's all love.
Reporting for PS News, I'm Yvonne Diaz.
Thank you, Yvonne Diaz. If you or anyone you know is experienced in braiding hair, styling hair, doing nails, or lashes, feel free to contact any one of the barbers. They have an extra room to rent out and is looking for other entrepreneurs. In the wake of Monday's school shooting in Nashville, President Biden is calling on Congress to pass an assault weapons ban. Take a listen.
We have to do more to protect our schools so they aren't turned into prisons. The shooter in this situation reportedly had 2 assault weapons and a pistol, 2 AK-47. So I call on Congress again to pass my assault weapons ban. It's about time that we begin to make some more progress.
Switching gears to health, with drug overdoses near record levels, federal officials on Wednesday approved for the first time an over-the-counter version of an opioid antidote that can save lives. The OTC nasal spray containing naloxone, the generic for Narcan, will come in a package of 2 doses. That's in the case that person overdosing does not respond to the first dose. However, most overdoses can be reversed with a single dose, according to drug maker Emergent Biosolutions. The naloxone nasal spray can be given to anyone, even children and babies. The FDA commissioner said the approval is meant to increase access to medicine. As more than 1 million people have died of drug overdoses in the last 2 decades since the CDC started collecting that data, many of those deaths were due to opioids.
A federal judge says former Vice President Mike Pence must testify before a grand jury investigating the January 6th Capitol attack. That's according to multiple sources familiar with the recent ruling that remains under seal. At issue are conversations Pence had with former President Donald Trump leading up to the riot. Pence can appeal, but the ruling is significant. Win for special counsel Jack Smith. He's been trying to get documents and testimony from Pence for his probe into Trump-aligned efforts to overthrow the election. One of the sources say the D.C. judge is allowing Pence to decline to answer questions related to his action on January 6 itself. That's when he was serving as president of the Senate for the certification of the 2020 presidential election. Trump has repeatedly lost executive privilege, assertions he tried to make as part of the probe.
To overseas now, as North Korea is claiming that it simulated a tactical nuclear missile launch on Monday. According to state media, it was due to demonstrate, quote, firing with a nuclear air explosion striking mode. 2 ground-to-ground ballistic missiles were launched with non-nuclear dummy warheads. According to state media KCNA, they intentionally blasted 500 meters above the target. On Monday, South Korea's Joint Chiefs of Staff said the projectiles landed in waters off the east coast of the Korean peninsula. Though on Tuesday, they did not confirm whether the missiles had physically detonated or not. Now, after the break, a look at your Plattsburgh weather and entertainment news. Stay with us, everyone.
Hello, my name is John Lynch. I'm the president of the school's animation club. While other colleges' animation clubs strive to only show just straight anime, our club tries to be something different, as we show a variety of things such as Western animation, Eastern animation, internet animation, films, and so much more. If you want to meet people who have like-minded taste in animation, then feel free to come on down to our club.
Botany Club is a group of students who enjoy learning about and experiencing the natural world, especially plants, through various activities, trips, and service projects.
If you're interested in joining Botany Club, please join us at Hudson Hall on Tuesdays at 6 p.m.
And for more information, reach out to us on Instagram at Botanical Society SUNY Platts. Hope to see you there.
Good evening and welcome back. I'm meteorologist Jamie Goodrow, and here's a look at our Plattsburgh weather. Starting off over here in Williston, we have a 46. Just above Williston, we have St. Albans City with a 44, and not too different over here in Plattsburgh with 41. Moving slightly, we have Dannemora with 38. Ausable Forks, south of Dannemora, is another 42. Over here in Vermontsville, we have a 36, and just above Vermontsville, we have Owl's Head, which is 37. Starting off on Thursday, cloudy, but you'll still see some sunshine. On Friday, a bit warmer, but you're still might need an umbrella. And it's gonna look that way for Saturday too, but it's gonna be a lot warmer that day. Moving on to Sunday, we're gonna have some clear skies and some sunshine. And last but not least, on Monday, it's going to be warm, but it's also looking like you're going to need an umbrella for that day too. That's all I have for weather. Back to the desk with Benny and Jorge.
Might want to switch to a rain jacket there. Thank you, Jamie. Yep. Well, they're not as cute or fluffy as puppies, but manatees are beloved creatures. And today, on Manatee Appreciation Day, we raise awareness about these gentle sea giants. Their special day falls on the last Wednesday of March, and manatees are nicknamed sea cows because they spend about 8 hours a day grazing on seagrass. And get this, they have no natural enemies, but they are a threatened species because of pollution, climate change, and hunting. Many also end up injured due to collisions with boats and ships in shallow water. While manatees are friendly In Florida, it is illegal to harass, disturb, or play with them. But here's a fun fact. Early explorers and sailors thought manatees were mermaids.
Talk about having an out-of-this-world afterlife.
Am I right?
Yep. So, the DNA of our 4 former and late presidents will be sent into space. Celestic and the Space Burial Company is sending the symbolic remains of George Washington, Dwight Eisenhower, John F. Kennedy, and Ronald Reagan on this Enterprise flight. The special launch was fitting announced on February 20th, which is President's Day. DNA samples from some non-former presidents will also be part of this trip, including some of the Star Trek creator Gene Roddenberry, his wife, Major and Star Trek engineer James Scotty Doohan will also be on this trip.
Pretty interesting crew of presidents that they're sending to space there.
I agree.
Definitely.
Now let's take a look at what's going on at the entertainment with Kenny Tavers.
Thank you, Jorge. Melissa Joan Hart is sharing how she has helped some children following the Nashville school shooting. The actress posted on Instagram saying she was near the convenient school shortly after Monday's deadly shooting. She said she helped a class of kindergartners across a busy highway. They were coming out of the woods to escape the situation. Hart, whose children go to the school near the convenience school, said she wanted to release the video because it was too raw not to post on the day of the shooting. Hart is best known for her work as teen actor, starring in sitcoms like Clarissa Explains It All and Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Taylor Swift fans have been demonstrating in Los Angeles, where about 300 Swifties are taking Ticketmaster to court. The lawsuit alleges the company engaged in fraud, price fixing, and antitrust violations. That's after many fans couldn't get Eras tour tickets without paying scalpers and inflated prices. The plaintiffs argue Ticketmaster has a monopoly that allows it to charge high fees and take advantage of fans. It owns 70% of the market after merging with Live Nation in 2010, and some fans want regulations to undo that combination. Madonna is adding a tour date in Nashville in order to celebrate the queer community there and anti-LGBTQ legislation. Earlier this month, lawmakers in Tennessee passed 2 of the most sweeping and restrictive anti-trans and anti-drag laws in the country. One restricts public drag show performances, making Tennessee the first state to do so this year. The other prohibits gender-affirming care for trans minors. Republican Tennessee Governor Bill Lee signed both bills into law. Madonna Celebrations World Tour is being billed as a greatest hits tour. It will feature a quote-unquote one-of-a-kind experience from Bob the Drag Queen, the Season 8 winner of RuPaul's Drag Race. It kicks off in Vancouver in July. Madonna will play Nashville's Brightstone Arena on December 22nd. The music legend is also adding stops in 7 other U.S. cities. Get ready for some more drama, especially if you love the Kardashians. The Kardashians Season 3 trailer is out, and it hints that the family may be trying to manage its legacy. The trailer shows family members questioning where their loyalties lie and what they are doing with their power and influence. At one point in the clip, Khloe Kardashian foreshadows some turbulence when she says she wishes she could say it was going to be a mild, relaxing, and serene season. Season 3 of The Kardashians will start streaming on Hulu May 25th. That's all for entertainment tonight. I'm Kennedy Tavares. Just ahead, look at the wide world of sports with Jonah Baker-Flora. Stay with us.
Are you a criminal justice major? Do you like true crime? If so, SUNY Plattsburgh's Criminal Justice Club is the place for you. The club regularly plans outings and events, like a recent trip to the Clinton County Correctional Facility, and also brings in guest speakers. Criminal Justice Club meets every Tuesday in Meeting Room 4 in Red K Hall at 7 p.m. and is open to all majors. To stay up to date, follow at Plattsburgh CJ Club on Instagram. Hope to see you there.
If you have been looking for a quiet place to study, work, and learn, look no further than Feinberg Library. Beyond the many books you can choose from, there are study areas where you can get some work done, and even a deep quiet area for when you need complete silence. There are plenty of computers available for all students to use, and if you need extra help on assignments, you can meet with a tutor in the Claude J. Clark Learning Center. For any of your academic needs, come to Feinberg Library, where you can access the world.
Welcome back with your PS Sports update. I am Jonah Baker-Flora. Alrighty. Baseball. The Plattsburgh State baseball team was swept in a 3-game set road against the Ananana Red Dragons. This series opened both Team SUNYAC season. Cardinal graduate student Sean McClelland pitched 8 complete innings in Game 1 in March 26, giving up only 3 runs, but Plattsburgh couldn't get the run support and dropped the game 2-3. In a doubleheader March 27th, Plattsburgh bats remained cold, losing 2-3 and 1-5 respectively. Plattsburgh will play another weekend on the road, taking on the Brockport Golden Eagles, March 31st and April 1st. Brockport looks to extend its 7-game win streak. Let's go to women's lacrosse. This past Saturday, the Plattsburgh State women's lacrosse team defeated the Buffalo State Bengals 13-9. Senior Kate Kennedy tailed 4 goals in the matchup, as well as first-year Cynthia Bonarski with a hat trick. The team holds an overall record of 4-2, and the game is scheduled for March 29th at SUNY New Paltz. Los Angeles Stars pitcher and designated hitter Shohei Ohtani is set to become the MLB's all-time highest earner this year. According to Forbes, Ohtani is estimated to make $65 million in this upcoming season. In 2021, the Angels get the 28-year-old a 1-year, $30 million extension. On top of that, Forbes says Ohtani would also make $35 million off the field throughout his sponsorship deals. Alrighty, let's go. The Washington Commanders could soon have new owners. On Tuesday, ESPN reported that basketball legend Magic Johnson and billionaire Josh Harris are teaming up to put others to put in the bid in to buy the NFL franchise. The group is allegedly offering an embattled owner Daniel Snyder and his $6 billion asking price. That's way expensive. According to Forbes, the team is worth $5.6 billion. No so far word with Johnson or Harris on the bid. The Commanders are also staying in among of the potential states. The Washington franchise, formerly known as the Redskins, as it is the 6th most valuable NFL franchise, behind the Chicago Bears, New York Giants, Los Angeles Rams, New England Patriots, and the Dallas Cowboys. I'm with your PS Sports update, Jonah Baker-Flora, and back with the desk with Betty and Jorge.
Thank you, Jonah. But yeah, I mean, Magic Johnson wanting to buy the Commanders, that's pretty interesting. I mean, I will say I'm a huge Lakers fan. I have a lot of respect for him. But I'm also a Patriots fan, and if he does end up buying the team, I don't think I'm probably going to switch over to the Commanders.
Don't think so?
Probably not. I mean, it's going to be interesting. I know a lot of people want to buy the Commanders, so I think he's going to be in a little bit of a bidding war. So
$5.6 billion is a lot of money.
Absolutely. Well, unfortunately, that's all the time that we have for this edition of PS News. Thank you for joining us.
To stay up to date, follow Plattsburgh State TV on social media. I'm Jorge Cabrera.
And I'm Benny Nazai. As always, thank you for joining us, and have a great night, Plattsburgh.